Well, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Right now, I'm currently watching ANVS here. This was the #1 stock on Friday. Had a little gap up this morning, failed continuation, and it pulled back all day, and it's been leveling out right here at 53. Looking for this to get a little push and snap up here to 58 bucks. There was a few stocks that popped up today, but we've seen a lot of stocks have like one good rip and then failed follow through and then just fade off. So what did you guys trade today? What was your focus for the day? This is going to get a pretty nice push on it, I think. I got a position on it. Just a little 1,000 shares. Want to see if it gets that push up to 58. Then I can lock it in. Even a push up over 57 would be nice on it. I'll try to get filled right there. Lock in profit. I've been trying to preach to you guys out here. Always try to lock in profits when you have them, especially in the morning, and just get out. Don't try hanging around and lingering around, because you can really get screwed. Nice little 1,200 bucks on ANVS. I'll take it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see what other setups we got going on out here. We got SCPS went on an epic run right out of the gates. From under $6, this thing ran non-stop. Just kept getting halted, reopening, running, halting, reopening, all the way up to 20 bucks. And then you could see after that, decayed all the way down, 61.8%, the Fibonacci ratio. You would have patiently waited for this bad boy. All you had to do was patiently wait for that higher low and higher high right here. This was a good little run from 11 all the way up to 15 bucks. That's a $4 little run right there. Bounce. Now it's consolidating as we head into power hour. I don't know which way it's going to go. To be honest, it's a 50-50. It could shoot up or it could shoot down. Now this morning, pre-market, when we all jumped into the pre-market scan, I told you guys I really wasn't excited for anything out of the open. I really wasn't. The top stock that was gapping up was SPCE. And this thing was gapping up from 21 to 26. It was gapping up like 22, 23%. That's a big percent gap up for a stock priced like this. So I told the guys, I said, don't even pay attention to SPCE, because what it's probably going to do at the open is just sell off and fade off. Because everybody that swung this stock over the weekend, they're waking up to a good payday, and they're going to lock that payday in. But SPCE did have good news over the weekend. And for anybody that swung a stock like this over the weekend, consider yourself lucky. I mean, that's just straight gambling. So you're riding on a chance. The company did a space launch, I guess, over the weekend. And I guess it was a successful launch. What if they did a bad launch? You know? Why take that chance with your money? If you want to gamble like that, go to the casino or go buy a scratch off. You always want to determine the risk versus reward factors when taking a position like this. Sure, you would have scored big with this on Monday, but now think as well, it's going to ruin your weekend. You're going to think about this stock all weekend. You're going to have it on your mind. And then Sunday night, you're not even going to sleep well because you're just going to have this on your thoughts all night and be up bright and early, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Eastern time, 4 hours, 3 hours before the market even opens, just to see where this is gapping up or gapping down. But SPCE finally bottomed right down here at 2350s. Nice little $2 push right back up above this VWAP. That was the number one stock on the gap scanner. And then besides what we had on our weekly watch list from last night, I pretty much told everybody, I said it's probably going to be a scanner day. And we're going to see what pops up on the scanners and what volume gravitates to. Because with ANVS, this was gapping up near the 70s. And I already knew it was going to get denied over 70. And look at, there's that, my push up to 58 if I would have held on to it for a little longer. But it's right at that blue moving average on the 10 minute. It's going to have a hard time getting through that. And then we had RHE with a real quick squeeze from 11 running all the way up to $18. So there's a lot of opportunity out here. There really is. You just have to be fast and you have to lock in those profits and walk away when you have them. Don't try lingering around, over trade. That's how you just give up your account and you blow up. Now IHT, this bad boy's been trying to do something. This might be worth keeping an eye on, but IHT has a history of popping up and then slowly fading out. Yeah, I traded ANVS already. Chasing ANVS up now at this level, that would just be stupid. Your opportunity would have been down here or right when it was crossing over this resistance. You gotta think back real quick. The stock was just at 52 bucks. Now it's pushing to 59. So it just had a nice little run right here. See how it sold off? Pop, sold off again, and then the sideways action. This is what you wait for as a trader. You wait for those long consolidations, let the stock settle down. And then once it starts picking a direction of where it wants to go, ride that momentum. There's all kinds of different market cycles out there. And for newer traders coming into the markets, you guys gotta be here every day and witness these market conditions. I just traded ANVS one time, picked up 1,000 shares, wrote it up over $1, locked in 1,000 or 1,200, and then this morning we had BTX pop up. I kept just buying 1,000 shares, 1,500 shares of this, and was just scalping it back and forth this morning, right here. Nice push from 1350s all the way up to 1580s. I would still kind of keep BTX on watch after today. I know Sunday I said I'm taking it off my list because this stock has popped up and faked out so many times and it just continued to fade and fade and fade. I mean, just look at this fade. Look at that. From that big run up here, from $80, it just straight faded all the way down to 13 bucks. So we had this on watch for over 3 weeks, just waiting and anticipating. Is something going to happen? When's it going to pop? When's short's going to cover and it's going to have a big bounce? It just never came. But we have noticed in the mornings with BTX, it likes to pop. It did it a few times. Here, 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 and here. Likes to pop up, push a couple bucks, and then fade off. So IHT, if this thing starts getting volume and momentum, we got 2 hours before the market closes. The float's on at 3 million. It's got 2 million in volume. It's been lingering and hanging around near these highs. If it gets up and going up over that 7, it could shoot to 750. But it's got a few resistance areas to get through. Let's see, it's got to get through 7, 750, and 8, and then 850. So every 50 cents, this is going to run into resistance. GameStop had a good move today from 173 all the way up to 190. GameStop's starting to come back into play. We also had Ride. It's been in play recently. Had a sell-off here. Friday, it had a good push. Faded out. And then today, morning dip. Nice double bottom. Triple bottom. Right here. Stair-stepping up. 920s all the way up to almost 10 bucks. This is a patient man's market for sure right now. RBLX from 82 up to almost 90. Tesla had a good move. 575 pushing up over 600. I think I read an article on Tesla like a week ago. The guy who did the housing market crash, he went short Tesla like $500 million. And since that was announced, Tesla's just been pushing up and pushing up. Yeah, I'll keep this IHT on the back burner. You might have some stocks to check. That's a lot of stocks, man. ANVS had a good push. That's the thing, guys. Just sit there and monitor these stocks and your thoughts. But see how they set up. See the picture that they paint. So with ANVS, there's a few things you can do with this. I think a lot of people have a hard time when they're just starting out with technical analysis. It's really not that hard. I think a lot of people overcomplicate things. I really do. And I'm not just saying that to be a prick, but I see a lot of people overwhelm themselves. They try out all of these different indicators. They're listening to what everybody else is saying. So if you measure from the high here down to the low it made here pre-market and after hours, with this gap up this morning, it was already pushing up 40% of a bounce from the high to the low right here. So that 50% was just above 70s. We said in the pre-market prep, watch for ANVS to get stuffed over 70s. And you know shorts are going to be keeping a close eye on this bad boy. They're going to be wanting to pounce on every single spike that they could. So if we zoom in on ANVS, it got stuffed in a 6 sell down from 70 all the way down to 56. A pretty much $25 sell off. And then remember when I say you should think of stocks as if they're people? Once they make a move like that, they're going to want to rest. That's consolidation. The stock's resting before its next move. And what's another thing I always like to say to you guys? Once a stock picks a direction in the morning, chances are it's going to continue going in that direction. So after it rested, it continued pushing down even lower. And it finally bottomed out right here from 52 to 56. This was in a range from 10:30 to 1:30. So for 3 hours, this was in a nice little 52 to 56 range. That's a $4 range, just back and forth. So draw our line there, draw our line there. It could even be there at 53. We'll say 52 was a bonus. But look at 53, 56, 53, 56, 52, 56, 53, 56, 53, 56. See how many times it just did that back and forth, back and forth. That's what I'm talking about. The type of market that we've been in the past 2-3 weeks. We've been in a range-bound market. Stocks make their move in the morning, either up or down, and then the rest of the day leading up to power hour, they just go sideways. Or we'll see stocks run up to highs and then retest the highs multiple times throughout the day. So then, just after 1:30, it starts poking up through this resistance, pulls back, holds that resistance as support, and off it's going. All depends on how you look at these charts. This blue line right there, that's the previous day's close. That's where the stock closed on Friday. Right there. Nice little bull, as I'd like to say, on UNVS. I love seeing setups like this. Technical analysis is the easy part for me. Psychology is much harder. Well, if psychology's the hardest part for you, then study it. Focus on it. There's all kinds of great material out there for psychology and self-development. And if I'm not wrong, if I remember Glue 6, you're a high school student. So your mind is still growing and developing. I don't think your brain actually stops growing and your body doesn't stop growing until you're 20. But it's a good stage right now to start with your life developing good habits. You already have a good head on your shoulders if you're interested in this type of stuff at such a young age. We also had the SPY gapping up this morning as well. So Friday it closed at 415. This morning it's gapping up to 417. So with the SPY gapping up this morning, and after how much it got beat down last week and it started to come back, I mean, look at, we're already back near all-time highs again. This thing went all the way down to 400. Now it's right back up to 420 at all-time highs. And think back for a moment. Look at everybody talking about corrections, stock market crashes, and look what happened with the SPY in the market. Nobody knows what will happen. Nobody. That's why when these corrections happen, I embrace them. Because one, it's healthy. You want to see the market pull back like this. Because it just offers more opportunity. Sure, things die down in the overall market for a period of time. But you got to think, people out there, there are people out there that buy at all-time highs, or there are people that wait for good retracements. They look at it as a discount and they load up. And then look at someone who waited for the market to correct from these highs on the 10-minute. From way up here, they wait for the correction. They load up down here, selling here. Another correction, bet, load up here, sell up here. And then they wait. This is like a bonus for them, this push here. That RHE sure is trying, huh? It already got up and above that VWAP here at 14 and pushed up to over 15. Now it's trying to do it again. I don't know if it'll happen though. Even SCPS, this bad boy's fading off. Looks very similar to that RHE as well. So look at, you're at the big psychological level. 20 bucks. How many times have we seen stocks when they run over $10? A lot of them, not all, but we've seen a lot of stocks get that run up to 20. So we got SCPS from the high here. Start selling off. Just connect the dots on this with the lower highs and the lower lows. This just kept making lower lows. Even when it pushed down here, the lower low. So you connect that. It just kept pushing down. And then it finally made a higher low right here. And it came up and tested the higher high right there. Pushed up over. Higher high, higher low. Right at 1250-ish. It bottomed at 11. 1250 pushing up to 15. 1450, 15. $2, $2.50. I mean, even this here, when it reopened out of the halt, that was wild. So it got halted. It reopened here at 14. Rips up 1490 and then slams down to 1350, rips up to 15. That's almost like a $2 range right there on that green candle. $2. Gets stuffed at 1523 and then slams down to $13 and gets halted again. And then they reopen it right here at 1250. They wick it down from 1250 to 1150. So they wick it down $1 and then rip it right back up, and it continues to squeeze all the way up. When you guys are breaking down these charts as well, take notice of the range on the candles and the wicks. Because we all know when you're watching all of this real time, it's a heck of a lot different than when you're just sitting there and after the fact and breaking these charts down. Like, it makes perfect sense a lot of times when you look back on these charts and put it together. But then when it's actually happening real time, you're freaked out. Am I right? And your brain goes blank. So we got a high here on GameStop. This made a nice rounding bottom. Nice little cup and handle breakout. See these patterns? They happen left and right. You just have to study them. Look at that big volume spike. Right there. Thanks for subscribing. So we see GameStop, it pushed up to a new high right here with buying volume. It pushed up to this high, increased buying volume, and then when it got this big surge here up to new highs, it did it with and very much increased buying volume. You guys see that? Here, here, and here. Let me draw this one more time here. I want to take a snapshot of this. So high, high. And then I could draw my rounding bottom. There's my handle. Up it goes. So I wrote cup and handle pattern. And then I'll get my arrow again. Point to here, here, and here. Every time game pushed to new high of day, so did volume. So this is how I break down charts, guys. And I learn technical analysis. I learn about this stuff. And I'll also pay attention. I'll be like, well, look it right here. It bottomed out at this cup and handle right at a psychological level, $180. That's something to take notice of. Topped out right here at $183. So there was a $3 range on this. And then this push here from 182, it pushed all the way up to a high of 188. That's a sloppy cup and handle. I'll take it. Then I'd get my snip. And I'd snip this chart. File. Save as. Cup and handle chart pattern. GME. 1 minute. Save. And then I'll do this throughout the week. And then if I go to my desktop, look at all these different folders that I have. Candlestick patterns, chart patterns, charts, Discord fun, epic charts, supernova parabolic, famous Dave's, That's a strategy I like to look out for. Huge run-up halts, lessons, masterclass recordings, mid-candle breakout rubber band play, morning setups, my trading strategies, October charts, options, profits, pump and dumps, random topics, taxes. So I have all these different folders labeled with all kinds of different charts and setups that I like to look out for. So let's take a look at morning setups. And this is what I have for my morning setup so far. So I'll click on one. And I just draw these up. And I come back and I revisit them, or I'll look at the charts. And if I really like the setup on it, I'll just take a snapshot and I'll try to burn it into my head. That way, when I see it developing real time, it'll click in my head and be like, this looks familiar. You see what I'm doing? I'm taking my epic pen that I have, what I've been drawing with. I'm not a referral of these guys or anything. This is just a really handy tool to have. Slap your lines on your charts quickly. Take notice of things and carry on. Or just charts. Look at all these different charts that I have in here. I have charts from 2021, 2019. A lot of 2019 charts. So 2019. So just take snapshots, and if a chart speaks to you and it really catches your eye, take a snapshot of it. Save it. This is just a 1 minute time frame. And you could see here with GameStop, patterns happen left and right, guys. Look at this wedge right there. Very tight wedge. But GameStop's so overcrowded with volume, it's going to lead to randomness. You can even see the wedge here on the 1 minute. Just connect it like that. And then you guys know here in the Discord, recently we just opened up a new channel here for you members titled Charts of the Day. So this is open for all the members. If you see a specific chart that you really liked and you think it's the best chart of the day, pretty much, you just see a lot of opportunities on that one chart, feel free to post it in here. So we've been posting charts in here. I started it off here with JMIA. Stock ran from 26 up to 28.50, and it pulled back 50%, and then it ran up from 27.50 up to 29. So this stock was likened to run $2 at a time. And then also it helps with, you see how other people view these charts and the opportunities that they see, because everybody looks at charts differently. Everybody. So here's Hawk Driver looking at a ride on a 3-minute. Nice run up here. Takes note. 1060 is the 50% retracement from the morning rally. Notice where the first bounces, 1060. He plots it out right there. And he puts a line connecting the resistance up here. It's got all kinds of little notes on here. Midday consolidation establishes risk of 1060, 1050. 50-day SMA is at 1090, with the mental level at 11 acting as upside resistance. Target reward is point C. Negative 1125 range, possible high of day. Small volume spike here shows good support at 1050. Really, really good notes here. Hawk. He's going even further and putting in the statistics and the daily chart right there. That's really good. That's really clean. I like that. Very nice. Even the date. And then LAZR didn't do anything all day. And then the last 30 minutes of the day, they put news out. And the stock ripped from $20 all the way up to $23.25. I said LAZR when the news hits at the right time. And then U1 was an all-day grinder from $6 all the way up to $10. $10, a huge psychological level. Topped right out up there. We got Hawk Driver. Nice setup. Nothing going on in the morning. Morning or midday push right here at 10. Consolidates, retest high. Finally gets over the high, pulls back, micro pullback. Continues pushing up higher. That's a good share as well. ANVS, that's a good look at that. From $52 to $61 all the way up to VWAP. $9 run. Even SPCE having a nice little run as well. And this even set up a pattern. This set up an inverse head and shoulders. This set up a couple patterns actually. So here in the morning, Draw a line there. Your line there. What do you got? A wedge. And then here, you got your inverse head and shoulders. It's a bit sloppy, but you can make it out. There's your shoulder, your head, your shoulder. There's your neckline. Or right there. When it comes to chart patterns, when I look at them, they don't have to be perfect. They can be messy. Technical analysis, it shouldn't be a science and to the T clean, in my opinion. There are some people out there that like to look for patterns. They have to be 100% like perfect. Like the perfect wedge. To the T. Trying to look for an example. Kind of like this. Like that. But on a smaller. Wow, it's not working. Alright, we got an hour and a half before this market closes. Hawk driver post. Alright, power hour, tickers on watch. RHE, LAZR, OBLN, ANVS, SCPS. Let's take a look at RHE. So there's a few ways I would do this. You could either, with Fibonacci retracements or Fibonacci in general, the rule of thumb to keep in mind, you want to measure from a low to a high or a high to a low. So you could measure it from here if you'd like, the lows of from Friday up to the high. Where's it at? 1765. So this pulled back 61.8%, the Fibonacci ratio. Or you could measure what I like to do. I like to measure from the previous day's close. And it's still at that 61.8 level. You could see how it obeys to the Fibonacci lines. That 61.8 level was holding as support all here, here, here. And when it pushes up, you see that 50% line is acting as resistance on it. And even this 38.2 line, it topped out right there. when you use Fibonacci as well, I think it helps with newer traders and them understanding how support resistance lines work. You could even draw a Fibonacci arc from the high down to the low right there. You see, every time it came to the arc, even there and there, this thing pushed all the way to the 74%. Or we could use a Fib fan. Pretty much just like an arc. We could draw a retracement from the high to the low it made down here. And you see when it, from the high down to that low, when it bounced up 50%. Isn't technical analysis cool? Measuring from the high to the low. This move here, the stock bounced up 50%. Keep it simple, guys. That's all you got to do. Like a, I don't know which way this RHE is going to go. From here, it could slam down to $13.50, $13, and it could pop to $14.50, $15, $15.50. Then you got to ask yourself, okay, am I going to have the balls to hold on to it to get to $15.50? Probably not. Am I going to have the balls to hold on to it for 15? Probably not. Am I going to have the balls to hold on to it to $14.50? Yeah, I could probably do that. Sell into the first pop right there. Like, okay. Now, if that slams down from 14, you're going to sell it when it slams to 13.50, right? Yeah, that'd be the plan. So you're looking at it's a 50-50. You're taking a chance at either making 50 cents or losing 50 cents. At most, $1 you're looking to lose, because this could easily have a death candle down to 13. So at most, you're risking it from 14, $1 to make 50 cents. Because with a lot of new traders, they always sell into the first pop. And then they watch the stock continue push higher and higher and higher. Yeah, patience is a thing that all people struggle with. Thanks for subscribing, Rigo. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Wow. Thanks for subscribing. 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 Good to see that. You guys are probably like, damn, this dude knows what he's talking about. He's the shit. I've been doing this for 6 years, guys. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. It means a lot. Thanks. We're almost there. 10,000 subscribers. Wow. I think a lot of you guys just hit unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe. Is there any stocks you guys want me to talk about or cover for you? Feel free to comment it. We got pretty much an hour before this market closes. Wow, DraftKings had a good move today. Dang. Pretty much 44 bucks runs all the way up to 49. Nice $6 move. Look at all that volume that came in there midday. Normally midday we see volume die off. James, I see you here every single day in the live stream. When you just gonna join the wolf pack, homie? Join the crew. APM. Stock's done for. Failed to break high of day multiple times. CLPS. Done for. This is what I was talking about this morning with a lot of setups. Morning push, and then they fail and fall apart. We've seen a lot of that this morning. And I try to preach to the guys in the chat. Be patient, wait for your setup, wait for your opportunity. Consider yourself a sniper. You're waiting for your shot. Do not miss your chance to blow because your opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Nah, singing isn't in my career. CREX. Let me cover these real quick and I'll be happy to cover all that for you, Dan. You got nice consolidation here on CREX, right at that $1.70s. Needs to get over that VWAP though, and hold over that VWAP. But keep in mind, this had a gap up. It failed with the morning spike at 2. And if you look at that daily chart, I see a lot of wicks on that daily. A lot of red candles as well. I think CREX will just burn out and fade away. It may try to test $2 again. Who knows? NGM. It's a pharmaceutical. So they must have failed one of their drug trials. But you could keep NGM on watch for a potential gap fill. So, NGM. I'm gonna write this to the chat. NGM back burner. The float's 54 million. Why is it gapping down? Okay, there. Falls as rival NASH drug fails study. So their drug failed a study. But if this thing could break up over, I'm actually going to add this to my weekly list. That's a good one. And I'll put an alert. Maybe this will be in place sometime this week for day trading opportunity. I'll put my alert at 18. SBBP. I don't see that doing anything. KNDI, that sounds familiar. That was in play a long time ago. Needs a lot to get up and going. Alright, so we got Dan asking, can you talk about your chat room schedule? Stock in play, pre-market prep, etc. Alright, so this is the Discord right here. Down in all of my video descriptions, or if you go to my YouTube page in the About section, there should be a direct link to direct you to my Discord server. We have over 1,000 members in this Discord, but only just over 100 people are actually active members. A lot of people join up and they go ghost. But as soon as you join, go to the start here, you will not see any of these channels. None. It'll actually look like this. Let's see. When you first join, it'll look like this. Go to the start here. go to that welcome screen. There's an intro video right here. And then there's the day trading masterclass. Scroll up, you're going to want to react to this Me6 spot just to verify you're human. Because there's a lot of spammers and raiders that like to crash Discord servers. This is to protect us. So, wow, that BTX is exploding, guys. Look at that. Might be something to keep an eye on last hour of the day. It really needs to get up and over that 1450 and 15. Oh, they just put news out. Wow, there's a lot of volume going into this. They put news out. Brooklyn strengthens investment in licensed mRNA technology platform with 20 million financing. You're going to want to see that 1450 hold for it to run back up. Wow, look at all that volume push into it. So react to that, you'll get verified, and then go down to the membership here, and then this will describe it all more into detail. And there's two options that you could sign up for with this. You could sign up for either the Discord chat room for $20 a month, which is very, very dirt cheap. And the $20 Discord will unlock the server and the Monday through Friday chat. That's it. That's all you get access to. So you'll unlock the server, this right here. And you'll get access to all the educational channels in the server. And you'll take part in the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the Friday chat. You just unlocked the Discord. Man, that it's really struggling up there above 15. Volume's starting to die down on it. On its next push, you're really going to want to see if it will pop and take off. We have an hour before the close, so anything's possible. I think it comes back down to 1450. So the Discord, $20. It just unlocks the Discord and the chat. I have this option available because there's people out there, they don't need the pre-market prep. They don't need the masterclass. They just want to be a part of the chat room. So I have this option available. Or if somebody just wanted to test it out and see what this community is about, what's $20 for the whole month to test it out? So then next is the ultimate pass. And this is where all the perks come in for $50 a month. You get access to the day trading masterclass member only videos, the Discord premium chat. You unlock the server. And then if you go down right here, the day trading masterclass. Now I got to go back to the Wolfpack Ultimate class. View server is this role. There goes BTX. Nice move on BTX. I picked up 4,000 shares on that bad boy. Go ahead and lock it in. So you get access to the member only videos that we have here. I make videos only for members. You get access to all of the classes. So far, we're on Master Class 7. And every class is like an hour, hour and a half long. So already you have 10, 12 hours of class material teaching you everything that I know. And with every class, I assign homework. And the homework is videos from my YouTube channel. I have over 500 videos on my YouTube channel. So these master classes also help to connect all of these classes together. And then with the Ultimate Pass, you get every Friday, we do live stream trading. And we usually trade for 3 hours, 4 hours on Fridays. From 9 to noon, 1 p.m. We'll cover lessons. We'll talk about stocks. We'll hang out like we are right now. Do technical analysis, all that good stuff. And then Monday through Thursday, we do pre-market prep. So every day at 8:50 to 9:20 for a half an hour, you can see there's a few people still in here. We'll all jump into the pre-market prep and I'll share my screen. I'll go live and I'll break down my watch list, what my game plan is, what's my outlook on the market, what are my thoughts, and so on and so on. And then 9:20, 10 minutes before the market opens, we'll all jump into the chat here, depending on what day it is. So today's Monday. We're all up in here. So with that Wolfpack Ultimate class or Ultimate Pass, that's a lot of stuff for $50. And a lot of people out there are charging $200, $300 to be a part of a community. And here, I'm not here to give out alerts when to buy or sell. I'm here to build traders. It's much more satisfaction when you yourself are able to pull money out of the markets consistently. You don't need a guru alerting you when to buy and sell. That's the easy way out. A good move there on BTX from 15 up to 1590s. Blue 6. I wish I had settled funds right now. You're trading on a cash account, then you should be like the ultimate sniper. Only using those funds to trade setups like this. That's what a lot of trading is. You're sitting and you're waiting for those opportunities. BTX, this bad boy's probably going to keep pushing the last hour of the day. That's a good push. Cajun Trader, I hope you're watching this. Let me click on this. Yeah, it's right there. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Cajun Trader, if you're watching this, you go to the day trading masterclass here, you go down to the classes, you scroll all the way up to the top. It's right there. Jack Daniel, I appreciate it. Appreciate the comment. Like I said, if you guys show up every day and you're putting that screen time in and you're participating in the chat, even if you're not participating and you're just showing up and scrolling through, seeing what we're talking about here in the Monday chat. What am I talking about? I'm sharing charts, breaking down stuff for you guys, answering questions. I'm giving you guys my experience. I've been doing this for 6 years. So I've been through a lot of market cycles. And I've proven to all of you guys that I consistently pull in money every day. So by just showing up and reading the chat log every day, you're doing more than the average Joe. I see a lot of people come in here all the time. They think they're going to pick it up and learn it as fast as they can. They're going to blow through all the master classes and they're going to learn everything in a couple months. Now, I'm up front with you guys. I tell you guys, it's going to take a year, 2 years before you even start consistently pulling in profit. It's a lot of stuff you have to learn. A lot. And if any guru out there says, yeah, dude, sign up, man, I'll teach you to trade in a month, they're just filling your head with BS. Because if this was easy, everybody would be doing this. And look what happened when the pandemic happened. Everybody was trying to do this because they were getting the stimulus checks. They were all opening Robinhood accounts. All these